start in a seated position. Eyes either completely or partially closed. Hands resting wherever is comfortable. It'll take 4 rounds of breath. Inhaling through the nose, expanding, lengthening through the body, feeling from your abdomen all the way up to the lungs. And exhale, contracting and squeezing the breath from the lungs and drawing your navel all the way in towards your spine. 3 more breaths. So with our Sculpt class, it's nice to build a little bit of fire and core activation before we begin to move through our sequence. So I'm inviting you to join for 3 rounds of Kapalabhati breathing. Now, if you have any abdominal or digestive discomfort this morning, rather than moving with Kapalabhati, you can continue with your natural breath. But with Kapalabhati breathing, imagine you're inhaling about 20%, so your breath would only come up to about where your navel is. And then we begin to rapidly contract or squeeze the belly button in towards the spine and shoot the breath out through your nose. So it's quite fast and rapid breaths. And we're doing 20 repetitions for the first round, and we'll add 5 repetitions for each round after that. So we'll start with a full breath in through your nose and a full exhale all the way out. This next breath is about 20%, so inhale. And then we'll begin 20 repetitions drawing navel to spine. A full exhale on the last, full breath in, all the way back out. And 25 on this round, 20% breath in, 25 repetitions. Full inhale, full exhale. Last round, 30 repetitions, breath in, and begin. Breath in, and full exhale. So at this point, we're back into our natural breathing pattern, or perhaps an Ujjayi breath with that slight constriction through your throat. Kapalabhati begins to build or work your inner, deeper abdominal muscles, so your transverse abdominis, which is really good for bracing, and particularly as we start to work with our weights, lifting and doing repetitions of whatever exercises we'll be getting into. So from here over into your 4-point kneeling position as we flow through cow and cat. And perhaps with that activation through Kapalabhati, we'll feel the abdomen switch on a little more with each round of cow and cat. Tailbone high to the skies, you inhale, opening up through the heart, extending through the spine, draw the shoulders back and looking forward. On the exhale, tailbone tucks, belly button draws in, round and arch, chin to chest. Inhale, lengthen, extend and open. Exhale, round and flex. Next 2 repetitions, if you'd like to tuck the toes, we'll draw the toes under. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, breath in. Exhale. And we're going to take another 4 rounds, and we're going to start to travel the body backwards and forwards. So as you inhale, lift the tailbone, extend the spine, draw the heart forward, and bring the shoulders forward. A little bit more weight comes through the hands. And then use your fingertips on the exhale to tuck the tailbone around the spine, and maybe even sitting the hips all the way back towards the heels. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, pressing back. 2 more times, breath in. Exhale. Last one. So by adding a little bit of dynamic movement, we start to get the joints warmed up. And we're doing the same backwards and forwards motion as we move from a high plank into downward facing dog. So we'll tuck the toes, we'll press the floor away, drive the shoulders forward, so we're protracting through the shoulders, lifting the heart up between your shoulder blades. And on the exhale, begin to press the hips high to the sky, perhaps even the heels touching down to the back of the mat. Inhale, bring it forward into high plank. Exhale, back into a downward facing dog. 2 more times, breath in. Exhale. The same activation through the hands here. Inhale, we're pressing and driving into the tips of the fingers to press all the way back into downward facing dog. Come back through to your high plank. Maybe separate the feet a little bit wider. We'll increase the foundation through the body. Minimal movement through the shoulders and hips here. Flexing through the abdomen. We'll go alternating hands tapping to shoulders. So we tap left to the right shoulder. Bring it down, right to the left shoulder, bring it down. We'll go for another 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Fingers spread wide on the mat, pressing the hips high to the sky, the way back into your downward facing dog. And here we'll take a moment just to pedal out through the feet. So 4 breaths as one knee bends, gently pressing a little bit more weight through the opposite foot, walking out left to right. A moment in a static downward facing dog, so no more walking motion. Begin to drop the heart through the arms, even weight through the hands, pressing the floor away, hips high to the sky. And then walking the feet towards your hands into ragdoll at the front of the mat. Slight bend through the knees, dropping the body forward. Hands can either release down towards the earth, or you can bring opposite hand to opposite shoulder and gently sway from side to side. And the hands releasing down towards the mat. Draw your belly button into the spine as you start to roll up through each of your vertebrae, one at a time, all the way into mountain pose, Tadasana, where the head and shoulders rise last. The shoulders squeeze forward to the ears, rolling back and down the rib cage. Engage through the core by drawing the top of the pelvis and the lower rib towards each other. Arms by your side, palms face forward. Sweep the arms up and overhead, pressing palms together, gaze to your thumbs. And then hinging from the hips, Uttanasana, straight legs, exhale. Take a half lift, hands sliding up the shins, shoulders roll back, lengthen through the spine. Hands coming down to your mat, we'll step both feet to the back of the mat. Returning to high plank. So in high plank, protract through the shoulders, press the floor away, draw the top of the pelvis towards your lower rib, flex through the abdomen. Then we'll begin to lower knees, chest and chin down towards the earth. Scoop and slide through, baby cobra, flatten the tops of the feet, hips to the floor, belly button drawing in, shoulders rolling back. Big toes together to touch, knees nice and wide, hips back to heels, exhale. And from child's pose, downward facing dog, hips lift, toes tuck, press through the hands as you drive the hips back. On your downward facing dog, right leg high to the sky, breathing in. Right foot steps through between the hands as you exhale. Left knee lowers to the floor, but toes stay tucked. Arms sweep to the sky, breathing in. Press your palms together and bring the prayer to rest at the base of the neck between your shoulder blades. Drive your elbows high to the sky to lengthen And then draw the belly button in towards the spine so we're not flaring through the lower rib. Engage core, lift elbows higher. Square through your hips, drive through the feet. We'll take it all the way up to standing as you press through the left toe tips and the right foot, straightening through both legs. And keeping the palms as they are, we'll step the left foot in about 1 meter behind the right and hinging from the hips as we begin to fall forward. We don't need to be too concerned about depth here. Instead, we're going to feel into the right hamstring as it starts to load up and take the weight of the body. Keep drawing the elbows towards the front of the room as you hinge forward and forward and forward. Pressing through the right foot, drive your hips forward, come all the way up to standing. And then reaching the arms out in front of the body. And we'll sweep it open to Warrior 2. Opening through the hips, opening through your shoulders. Lowering down into your Warrior. Bring the arms or the hands down in front of the pelvis. And then sweep them back up to the shoulder height. Exhale down. Inhale up. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Flip your front palm, reverse the Warrior, breath in. Exhale, hold. Breath in, reach. Exhale. Back up through Warrior 2. Right forearm comes down onto the right thigh, left hand sweeps through towards the front of the room, reach and stretch, extended side angle, floating the left hand up and overhead. Nice big long straight line through the left foot to your left fingertips, making sure again that the core is switched on and your lower ribs drawing back, nice and light on the right arm. Okay, 1 more breath in here. And left hand comes down to the floor. Right hand frames up the front foot. We'll take both feet back into a high plank. And from high plank, we start with our shoulder taps again. So we go left to right, right to left. For the next 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands drive down into the floor, shoulders pressing forward. We're going to add knees to the backs of the triceps. Same amount of repetitions, so we're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to walk the feet in towards the hands, coming to a halfway lift at the front of the mat. Folding forward over straight legs. Bending into your knees, dropping your hips back, sweeping your arms to the sky chair pose or Utkatasana. Drawing the knees back just far enough to see the toes in front. Tucking the tailbone, engage through the core, draw your shoulders back, reach the arms high to the sky, sink a little bit deeper into your chair, holding for breath in, holding for the exhale. Breath in, straighten the legs, fold forward, exhale. Ripple through the vertebrae, rise to standing, arms sweep up and overhead, palms press. Folding forward, Uttanasana, straight legs, exhale. Half lift, breath in, lengthen. Hands down to the mat, taking the feet back into your high plank. Second round through our vinyasa flow, either through your knees, chest and chin, or we shift the shoulders forward, press into the fingertips, Chaturanga Dandasana, bending into your elbows, brush the rib cage, lift and open into either your baby cobra or perhaps an upward facing dog this round. Inhale, hold. Exhale through child's pose or straight back to your downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, left leg high to the sky, breathing in. Left foot steps through the hands, exhale. Right knee to the floor, toes stay tucked, arms sweep to the sky. Palms press, elbows keep lifting high to the sky as the prayer comes down to the base of the neck. Drawing the belly button in, square through the hips, reach the elbows high to the sky. Exhale, hold, breath in, lengthen, exhale. Tucking the right toes if they aren't already, so we can drive through back toe tips, front foot, straighten through the legs. Step the back foot in about 1 meter behind the right, 45 degrees as you ground the heel. And then hinging from the hips, loading up the left hamstring, reaching the torso forward, drive through your elbows, holding here, 2 more breaths. Exhale. Breath in, and exhale. Drive the hips forward all the way up to standing. Release the arms out in front of the body, and then opening into your warrior 2, bending the front knee, lengthening the lunge, dropping down. Hands sweep to the front of the pelvis, exhale. Breath in, back up to shoulder height. Exhale. Breath in. 2 more times, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Hold it for the exhale. Then flip and reverse your warrior. Breath in. Exhale, hold. Breath in, lengthen. Exhale. Returning to warrior 2. Extended side angle, left forearm to the thigh, right arm sweeps down past the mat, extends as far forward as you can reach, draw the shoulders back, draw your lower rib in. Nice long straight line all the way up through the right side of the body. Breath in, exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Hold it for 1 more inhale. Right hand comes down to the floor. Left hand frames up the front foot. Stepping both feet back into high plank. Back to our shoulder taps. We're going to add a little bit more rotation this time through the shoulders. So widen through the feet. Left hand to the right shoulder. Left elbow starts to lift towards the sky. Left hand comes back down. Right hand to the left shoulder. Right elbow lifts to the sky. And bring it back down. So let's go for another 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Both hands down. This time we'll take the knees to the opposite tricep. So we're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to walk the feet in towards the hands, all the way to the front of the mat, halfway lift. Folding forward, exhale. Knees bend, hips drop back, chair pose, arms sweep into the sky. Exhale, hold chair. Inhale, reach fingers higher. Exhale, maybe drop chair deeper. Inhale, hold. Exhale, deepen. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in, reach through fingertips. Folding forward over straight legs. Rise to standing, sweep arms overhead. Palms press, prayer lowers to heart. Take a breath in here at center. Hands release down by your side, exhale. Arms sweep overhead, breath in. Folding forward, straight legs, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen. Your option to flow through your vinyasa, or we can step or jump the feet straight back into downward facing dog. Moving through the flow if you choose to flow, traveling with your breath, all the way back to downward facing dog. Right leg high to the sky as you breathe in. Tiger curling the knee through towards your chest or forehead. Exhale. Inhale, retract the shoulders, press the floor away. Exhale, hug the knee in tighter towards the chest. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. One more breath in. Softly stepping right foot through between the hands, left knee to the mat, toes tucked to the back foot. This time we're going to reach for our weights. So we're going to stay down in a low lunge here with the back knee grounded. Same engagement as when we put brought our palms together and drove the elbows high to the sky. Belly button in, arms sweep up and overhead. This time we're adding overhead tricep extensions. So draw the belly button in, elbows nice and high, bend the arms, and then straighten through the arms. We'll go for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, squaring through the hips for 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the elbows, weight come to rest on the back of the shoulder blades, so between your shoulders. As you straighten through the legs, I'm going to step them in about 1 meter apart, ground the back foot. Drive elbows forward, draw your belly button in, hinge from the hips. And we've got 10 of these split leg good mornings. Drive the hips forward each time you come to standing. For another 9, 8, 7, 6. We're keeping a long neutral spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up to standing. Reach the weights high to the sky. Bring them down in front of the body, opening up to warrior 2. The shoulders might be feeling a little bit of burn here, but we reach them out, high at shoulder height. Exhale, bring them down to the front of the hips. Inhale, back up to the shoulders. To 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we have a 10-second hold on the last one for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, into extended side angle. Right forearm comes down to the right thigh. Left arm sweeps past the earth. Reach it forward, up and overhead. So in this motion, the palm of the top hand is facing down to the earth. We'll sweep it back down through the front of the body and the arms both open up to shoulder height. Let's go for another 3, just like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, both the shoulders high. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. One more time like this. Breath in. Reach it up. Exhale. Back to shoulders high. We've got another 6. Continue as you were, or we can sweep both arms in opposite directions. So now the right arm and the left arm cross, and we reach the right arm to the back of the mat as the left arm comes overhead. Open back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your extended side angle. Left hand comes onto the hip. So we're coming to some bicep curls here. Either having the forearm on top of the thigh will give you more support, otherwise a little stronger tricep to the inside of the right thigh. You want a little bit more weight in this right hand, bring both weights into your right hand. And we'll go for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the weights. Both hands to either side of the front foot. We'll take it back into your high plank. So this time in our high plank, you have some options. Shoulder taps with a twist, or we're taking this into alternating side planks. So for the alternating side plank, I'm going to roll over onto the right side, reach the left arm to the sky, back through center, switch sides, right arm to the sky. We'll go for another 9 of these. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And the last one. Back into high plank. We have knees to triceps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet in towards the hands and also bring your weights to the front of the mat. Take a half lift and then folding forward, exhale. And taking hold of the weights as we re-enter chair pose, knees bend, hips drop back. This time we're adding bicep curls, but we're going to make it a little bit stronger. Let's curl them up to a halfway position, and our bicep curls, keep the right arm as it is, and just curling the left. So we'll go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the left at halfway and curl the right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold them both halfway, drop your chair a little bit deeper, go back to the left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the left halfway, right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold them both halfway, drop your chair deeper, left arm. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it halfway, right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold them both halfway, chair a little bit deeper, last one. 6 on the left, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it halfway, right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold them both halfway, straighten through the legs, fold forward, exhale in from the hips, release the weights, roll all the way up to standing, sweep arms up and overhead, folding forward, Uttanasana, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen, ground the hands, step or jump back, move through your vinyasa, straight into your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, floating your left leg high to the sky, into your tiger curl, knee through to your chest or forehead. On the inhale, retract shoulders, press the floor away. On the exhale, hug the knee tight into the body. Inhale, hold. Exhale. One more breath in. Left foot steps through between the hands. Right knee lowers to the floor, toes stay tucked. Taking the weights up and overhead. So hips drive forward, belly button or core is engaged. Elbows stay high to the sky as we bend the arms. And straighten for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the elbows. Weights come to rest on the back of the shoulders. Elbows drive high to the sky. Extending through the legs. Step the right foot in about a meter behind the left. Hips squared forward, hinting from the hips. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up to standing. Bringing the weights over in front of the body, opening up into your warrior 2. 10 reps of bringing the weights down to the front of the hips. Sweep them back up to the shoulders. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we'll hold the last one for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Into your extended side angle, left forearm comes down to the left thigh, the right arm sweeps down, front of the body, up and overhead. For 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. We have another 6 of these, but for the next 6, if you'd like to take that further, arms sweeping opposite directions, right comes over the top of the left, and reaching to the opposite sides of the mat. The next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come into our bicep curls, left forearm to the top of the left thigh, a little more gentle, deeper, would be to bring the tricep to the inner thigh. Right hand can rest on the hip with the weight, or you can bring both weights into your left hand. For 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the weights, coming back into our high plank. So the same thing as we've been doing, shoulder taps, maybe at the rotation. This time if we're taking side plank, we're going to do that with the feet separated. So what that would look like, as I come over to the right, we'll float the left to the sky, we'll come back through center, and then float the other side. We've got another 9 of these. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. The last one. And bring it back over to your high plank. We're doing alternating these to the backs of the arms this time for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time lower knees to the mat. Do you find in a kneeling position the floor is a little too hard on your knees? And take a moment here just to double over your mat and give yourself a little bit extra padding underneath your knees. Coming into a high kneeling position, you may like to flatten the tops of the feet to the floor. We take hold of the weights, just as we did in chair pose, only now we're doing it from Ustrasana, and we can bring a little more engagement through the quadriceps by dropping or drawing the torso back. Hips drive forward, core stays switched on, arms to at halfway bend, just the right arm for the first 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it halfway to the left, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it halfway. If you're in this slightly rocked back position, take it a little bit deeper. Start with the right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it halfway to the left, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it halfway, maybe take the body back a little further, right arm, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it halfway, left for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, maybe deepen a little bit further, right arm, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, left, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. If you're in this rocked back position, drive the tops of the feet into the floor, bring yourself all the way up, release the weights, give your quadriceps a little bit of a break, and straighten out the mat if you chose to fold it up. Now let's move into a little bit of a stretch from here. We'll slide our weights over to the side. We'll press in through the hands, extend through the legs, as you take yourself back into downward facing dog. Let's float the right leg high to the sky. Keep your shoulders squared and begin to open up the hips towards the right side of the room. Bend the right heel in towards the glutes. Squeeze in nice and tight. Each time you breathe in, lift the right knee high. Each exhale, squeeze the heel in tight. Breath in, hold. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale. Hips stay open. Straighten through your right leg. Draw the knee all the way under the body to your right wrist. We're going to come into a deer pose. So deer pose, we have a 90-degree bend through each knee. I'm just going to do a little swivel on the mat so I can show you that setup. Right shin across the front of the mat, right hip down, left knee out towards the side, 90 degree through both legs. If you find coming chest down onto the front legs a little bit tight for you this morning or when you're practicing, you can actually just do a little bit of a swivel and instead bring the right ribs to the inside of your right thigh. And then you can begin to melt and drop down with each exhale, perhaps bringing the chest to the top of your front chin. We'll take 8 breaths in this position. From deer, begin to walk your hands back. I'm going to bring the hands all the way back behind the sit bones. Rock the weight back into the hands so you can windscreen wipe the knees up through center, all the way around to the back of the mat. And we've got our deer set up for the second side. So same thing here, if you want to start on the side, bring the left ribs down to the inside of your left leg. And then with each exhale, maybe begin to melt the chest down on top of your front leg. 8 breaths. From here, walking the hands back, round through the hands. So to heel toe, we'll shift yourself onto your left knee so we can send our left leg high to the sky, tuck the right toes, 3-legged dog. We're taking that hip opening here, stacking the hips, left hip high to the sky, shoulders stay squared, bend the left knee, heel draws to the glutes, breath in, lift the knee higher, exhale, hold. Breath in. Exhale. Take one more breath in. Exhale. Straighten through the left leg. Bring it back under the body. Step the left leg through the hands. Lower to your right knee. So I'm going to do a little swivel here through the right leg. You can use the hands to support you to bring the sit bones down to the floor. Left leg is extended and the right foot's to the inner thigh. Spin the navel and heart towards your left big toe to reach. And folding forward, exhale. Two more breaths. Release the left foot, come up to a seated position. Take your right foot up and over the left leg, hugging the knee towards the chest, ground through the sole of the foot, and we'll twist towards the right. Right hand grounds to the floor. You can either hug the knee in, or we can bring the left arm to the outside of your right leg as we begin to rotate towards the right. Release the gaze and then release the twist. And we'll switch to the other side. Right leg extends. Sole of the left foot to the inner thigh. Inhale, lengthen the body. Draw the right toes back as you spin the navel and heart towards the big toe. Fold in forward, exhale. And then we'll release the right foot. Taking our twist, left foot up and over. Hugging the knee in towards the chest to begin as you ground through sit bones and the sole of the left foot. And then either keeping the right arm wrapped around the leg as you ground behind the body, lengthening the spine, or we can bring it over to the opposite side into your twist. Release the gaze, release the body. Now from here, that is the end of our 45 minutes. So you can come into a seated position. If you'd like to enter a Shavasana, take your time, lower yourself back, remain there as long as you would like. Thank you for joining for this Sculpt class, and we'll take this opportunity to say Namaste.